This could all go horribly wrong at any minute.
And the rubber chicken says... And the rubber chicken says... Well, the rubber chicken won't be joining us today. The rubber chicken is passed out from pumping out so many eggs for Easter. Hasn't been awake for a couple of days. The rubber chicken will be back next week. This is Rantcast 79, entitled 420, which is why I don't have a title. Or 420, why I can't remember the title. Or 420, I got so many titles, I don't even know where to start. I got a title for every other title. It's 420. That's what really counts. So I'm taking a break because that's what I'm doing. I'm out there, I'm playing golf. My scores are staggeringly bad. But as a person, I've grown. I've grown to understand that there's certain things I can't do, and one of them is play golf. But it allows me a lot of time to hate myself on new and different levels. Not the level of like, oh, you're a lousy human being. No, you're a lousy golfer. So it's much more micromanaged. There's much more of a disdain, more specific. Oh, you're not breathing through your ass today, Lewis. No, I'm not. And I'm not. So I will be taking your leave, as I say, and as I used to say when I was, living during Shakespearean times. And I am really needed this vacation. I'm sorry I can't go on and on about things. I'm not paying attention to anything that's happening. If there is something that I missed, please send it in a rant, okay? Because I'm going to be rolling your way shortly. That's right. I do hope you had a very happy Easter and a happy too. And I can't even remember if that's coming or not. I rely on the New York Post to tell me, or some of my Jewish friends to invite me to a Seder, and I go, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. So forget that. No, but ours is different. No, it's not. It's not different. It's kind of different, but it's not different. But so I want to wish you the happiest of holidays, and to tell you that to get things off your chest after you've spent that time with your family and wondered, really is genetics, really that's genetics? On the 21st, I'm going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Taft Theater, and hopefully staying at 21C. We're staying at 21C, one of my favorite hotels in the world. This is really extraordinary. Then we go on to Akron on the 22nd to the Goodyear Theater. I'm hoping maybe they lend me a blimp to fly around in that day, and I can go to a kid's softball game and hover over for a while and do announcing for TBS. And then on the 23rd, I'll be at the Soaring Eagle Casino, or as I continue to call it, the Spread Eagle Casino. Always a delightful place for me to lose a little money and build another wing. So listen, you guys have a great week. I will continue to vacate. I hope you get your vacation soon. Take care of each other, because that's really what counts. Today's show is sponsored by Microdose Gummies. By this point, you've probably heard about the rising trend in THC gummies, and you might have been curious as to what benefits you could get from them. Microdose Gummies deliver perfect entry-level doses of THC that help you feel just the right amount of good. People have taken advantage of all kinds of the therapeutics that they offer, such as helping to reduce anxiety, recovering from a workout, alleviating joint pain, or just wanting to get a good night's sleep. They taste and feel amazing. You can use them to get into the zone for whatever you might need to do, whether it's doing something creative or winding down from a long day. They are 10 out of 10. Microdose gummies are available nationwide, and you can learn more about them and microdosing THC by visiting microdosegummies.com and use code LEWIS to get free shipping and 30% off your first order. Once again, that's microdosegummies.com and use the code LEWIS. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2022, Mint Mobile has you covered. Why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for a wireless phone plan when switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save? Mint Mobile is the first company to sell premium wireless services online only, which lets you maximize your savings with plans starting at just $15 a month. Mint Mobile makes it so you can eliminate the traditional costs of retail cellular plans, and then they pass those significant savings on to you. All their cellular plans come with unlimited talk and text, as well as high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can use any phone you have with any Mint Mobile plan and keep the same phone number and all your contacts. You can choose a monthly data plan that's right for you, and plans start as low as $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Lewis. That's mintmobile.com/Lewis. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Lewis. We are at the Paramount Theater in Huntington, Long Island. This is my first time here. It's an absolutely beautiful space with all sorts of nifty shit around it, and I'm not somebody who comes to Long Island a lot because it's really irritating to get here, and sometimes it takes. The amount of times that it takes to get to certain places in Long Island, you feel, fuck, I should be in another state. But this is a really terrific room, and really been it's the first time here, and a wonderful audience, except for a couple of jokes along the way. But I'll work on those. And I've been, and they've got like a speakeasy and shit. It's just more than I can. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And just exactly. I'm gonna just go for it. I'm gonna start reading these, and this first one is from Kevin Norton. Hello, Lewis, and this is I was looking forward to your show this Sunday on Long Island, but because of goddamn Ticketmaster, I will not be attending as I cannot figure out how to download my ticket off their app. They would not allow access to their app due to my phone is an older model and cannot get the update to download to my phone. Son of a bitch! I enjoy the Rantcast and very much and hope to hear you read my rant. Well, fuck. You bought a ticket. Are you here, Kevin? Wow, you got fucked. That's not right. You should have. I wish anytime this happens, okay, if you find yourself in this position, get in touch with the folks at my website. And it's a reason to join the fan club so you don't have to deal with Ticketmaster, because you beat their fees. I mean, we have fees, but there's a real person. It's not like a computer-driven, boy, you didn't get the app. Fuck you. So I'm really sorry, Kevin, and I hope we can make it up to you at some point. That sucks. It sucks. Doesn't have the app. It's not his responsibility. Your responsibility. Get him a fucking ticket, you fucks. How tough is it? You open an envelope, you put the ticket in, you fucking mail it. Son of a bitch. This is from Matthew T. You end your shows with take care of each other. How do you think we've been doing with that the last 2 years? Sigh, sorry, I shouldn't be so negative. No, I think we've been doing great, Kevin. Matthew, we've been doing just great. I think that we're getting closer and closer together. Every day I said, "Woo, look, the rainbow's getting bigger." You know, who'd have thought that we could come together on this level? The only time we come together is when we wake up in the morning and it's 98% of us literally are yelling, "Go Ukraine, go Ukraine." That's when we get together. Otherwise, between us, it's... I think we'll get there eventually, because people get tired eventually. And eventually some of these assholes will drop off. And what really is irritating, I've said it time and again, is that it's 10% of either end of the spectrum that really keeps putting the flames out there. Most of us are, well, that's great. 4 people applaud. That's tremendous. Most of us, I really appreciate that. I'm going to talk to them. They don't seem to have a clue. No, most of us are in the middle. Most of us are in the middle. Most of us would like to iron things out. Most of us would like to speak English to each other and kind of figure out how to get something done. It's unbelievable to sit and watch that group of fucks in Washington, and all they got to do is sit down and talk to each other. That's their job, and they don't do it. Go fuck yourselves. I could use your advice and never-ending supply of optimism about what I really wanted to talk about, living on Long Island. I was born on Long Island, have lived here my entire life, and have family here. Things have been tough recently. Can you tell me 3 reasons why someone would want to live here? Matthew, I don't live here. So, I can't help. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. I can't live here because it's just far enough away from New York that it's irritating to get into New York. So you know, I can't give you 3 reasons. I can't even give you 1 fucking reason. I can't give you a half a reason, okay? I say get a season ticket to the Paramount. The shows are really fucking good. And then, you know, and then maybe see if you can get into that fucking speakeasy and just go glug, 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 and then eventually your family will come find you. And hopefully on Christmas Eve, and it'll be It's a Wonderful Life. This is from Clifford Duke. I'm reading this. I shouldn't say your name, but I can't wait to hear what happens on your... Write your own bits, Lewis. Okay? Now, seriously, Clifford, for starters, these aren't bits. I have been doing this for 6 fucking years, and what I've been trying to present, Clifford, is that I am trying to present the folks who come to see my show the ability to get shit off their chest. I am doing what I do on The Daily Show for folks. That's what I'm doing up here. I did my bits. My bits were 1 hour and 7 minutes long, okay? And they could have been longer, except you fucked with my 1 fucking great joke. So I do it, and then it's this opportunity. It goes throughout the world. And then there are people who've written from the rest of the world back to me about this, and I get to read it. That's what it's about. They're not fucking bits. God damn it. Nobody fucking in this audience can sit down and write a bit. What they can do is this is a piece of shit, and they can go fuck themselves. And that they do. And in Long Island, they do it they've got a steady diet. Write your own bits, Louis. The jackass sitting next to me is trying to write something clever. I was stuck having dinner with him and his wife, and I hope you don't give him any airtime. I'll be interested to see if I have. Louis Black's Rantcast is brought to you by Dadgrass. Mellower vibes are a moment away with Dadgrass. That's right. You heard me say mellower. They'll take you back to a time when music was on vinyl, books were bought in a store, and hipsters were a style of jean. And to celebrate the passage of time, They are doing a special collaboration with George Harrison's estate to mark 50 years since his All Things Must Pass album. Dadgrass 100% organic hemp joints have partnered with the Harrison estate to create a special blend of CBD and CBG, along with a collection of accessories called All Things Must Grass, which pays tribute to the man who always let the good times roll. Dadgrass is legal organic hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind. I said it again, mellow. You can get it in either oil or smokable form. Dadgrass's CBD tincture oil is made with high-quality hemp and is easy to take, and the effects come on smooth. Or you can go with their 100% organic pre-rolled joints that are low in THC and high in CBD, so you can enjoy the effects of CBD while keeping a clear head and relax. It's like having a glass of wine, just not the whole bottle. Ooh, I do like the whole bottle. Okay, all Dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 21 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the United States. Whether you're looking for a new buzz or a chill way to enjoy an old favorite, Dadgrass will leave you in a euphoric mood. Right now, Dadgrass is offering my listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/Lewis. That's DADGRASS.com/LEWIS. Dadgrass.com/Lewis for 20% off your first order. It is hard to imagine, but spring is almost here, and that we're close to those times when we can feel the soft grass under our feet and spend time outdoors. Thankfully, Sunday gets your lawn and garden growing to help it get going all season long. These days, we need to pay attention to what chemicals we're putting into our natural world. Did you know that traditional lawn products can involve putting 90 million pounds of pesticides into the ground each year? Sunday is different and on a mission to change how people care for their yards. Sunday can help you grow a beautiful lawn without the guesswork or the nasty chemicals. Their custom plans include fertilizer and everything you need to easily care for your lawn, and with ingredients like seaweed, iron, and molasses, you can feel good with kids and pets being around. All you have to do is visit GetSunday.com. Put in your address, and their lawn analysis tool does the rest. They then use soil and climate data to create a personal nutrient plan, delivered to your door when you need it. Just attach the ready-to-use pouch to a garden hose and spray. It takes less than 15 minutes. Best of all, this stuff really works. Sunday is offering Rantcast listeners 20% off. Full season plans start at just $129, and you can get 20% off at checkout when you visit getsunday.com/rantcast20. That's 20% off your custom plan at getsunday.com/rantcast20. Ann Coleman, did Henry Louis Gates Jr. reach out to you, or did you reach out to him? No, he reached out to me, which was quite nice, because I wouldn't have, I don't usually kind of go, Henry, I'm Louis Black. Wouldn't you like to find out about my family? No, he called, and it was great, because there was things I didn't know about my family, and he really, and for years I was asking the question, and all of a sudden, like my last name, which is Black, and people always go, well, what was it really? Like, Schwartz? Was it Schwartz? No, you fucking asshole. It was Black. That was what it was, Black. What a fuck, I wouldn't, if my name was Louis Black, B-L-E-E, it was B-L-E-C-H or B-L-E-E-C-H. If that was my fucking last name, I wouldn't be, I'd still be nursing, I'd have an asthma problem. I'm gonna read something. This may upset some of you. I don't care. I've been waiting for someone to step forward with this, and a man can't do it, and it's not in a man's province to do it. But I do have a friend, if you're in England, you can do it. I have a friend of mine who does do a bit on it. But this is from April Moon. Hey, Lewis, words. Aren't they fucking wonderful? I love them. I love collecting them. Words like caruncle and this one I don't, ancho cerca. My favorite word is cunt. Why the fuck am I not allowed to say this amazing word without getting the fucking side eye? I'm a woman, and I want this word allowed in daily usage again. I'm tired of these fucking cunty women disguising the word as see you next Tuesday. Grow a set of ovaries and take the power of the word back. It sounds more powerful than bitch or dick. All of you fuckers that don't realize the strength and dominance that cunt asserts over others are a bunch of pussies. Sorry, I mean cunts. Fuck has become a daily used word now. Fuck the cunts that call it the F-bomb. It is time for cunt to become just as popular in daily speech. God bless from Syracuse. Thank you, April. Randy Perlmutter, how is Ukraine any different from Iraq with us? We shouldn't have gone in there, and he shouldn't be in Ukraine. It's that simple. That's pretty much it. You know, you don't tamper with another country's sovereignty. You just don't do it, for fuck's sake. Unless the country, like Russia, is run by a fucking psychotic. And then you have to, and I will say this again, get somebody into one of those meetings with one of those pea shooters. Just, it's exactly what we should have done with Saddam Hussein. It wasn't difficult. God damn it, do I have to think of everything? I had a complaint recently in one of the rants that came in. The guy was very upset. He thought that one of the tragedies of the pandemic is that, this is really true, that the funeral homes didn't have the great hard candy that they used to have. That's spectacular. The guy, and so Kathy Perlman is right, the guy who complained about no candy at the funeral home hasn't been around lately. Not only are there candies there, but they are also fucking everywhere. And what candy is that? The hermetically sealed Starlight Mints. They are on the doctor's desk, the secretary's desk, the diner's checkout. Hell, they're probably at the dentist's office. So you want candy? You got to take Starlight Mints, buddy. Wow. Wow, who knew? And maybe Kathy Perlman is probably working for Starlight Mints. Sherry Brower said, just tell me why your own audience is so old. Oh, is that what you think, Sherry? Oh, really? How did they make it here? You never throw that word out. You keep that to yourself because one day you're going to be old. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's like all of a sudden you wake up one day and a virus arrives and it goes, "You're old!" And so say, tell me why your own audience is so old and cheap. Most of them aren't tipping the ushers. Now, to be honest, I asked around. I don't think that's a practice. So I think you tip the bar staff and stuff like that. But I didn't think that tipping ushers, because I asked if the ushers get tipped, and they said no. So if you want to unionize them, Sherry. But it's not because my audience is old and cheap. It's just not really something they do. Yeah. No, you can't. It's good that you did it. You know, and feel better about it. And it will be passed on. And you should feel good now. And it's Sunday. What better day to do it? If you'd done it tomorrow, God would have been, it doesn't count. So this is from Candice Newman. Okay, so this happened not too long ago to a colleague of mine at work. For context, I work in a standalone radiology office. We had a male patient come in for what's called an ultrasound transrectal prostate exam. Now that's when I get to the end of that sentence, I have a tendency to... Yes, it's exactly how it sounds. You're sticking a probe up the ass to take a look at the prostate. And as a courtesy to the male patients, we give them the option to insert the probe themselves so it's less embarrassing for them. They got privacy and they started the probe, and the technologist came in and the patient was complaining he was a little uncomfortable, which is standard because, I mean, come on, you've got a probe up your ass, it's uncomfortable. Once the exam was done, however, the technologist realized that the guy forgot to use the lube provided before he inserted the probe. So, gentleman-friendly reminder, if you're going to have a probe shoved up your ass, lube up. I will end with this. It's self-explanatory. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It's been really splendid spending time with you. You're a terrific audience. And I will be back again. That's a promise. And the thing is that we'll be, next week I will be in Chattanooga and Atlanta, and we have tickets both in Chattanooga and Atlanta, and then in Charleston, where we're running low. But those, if you want, you can still come out and get seats there and send in those rants. You know, even though my friend Clifford doesn't think they're rants. But we're going to end with this. This is from Stephen E. Hi, Louis. I had a rant all ready to go, but managed to get over it when I could only hear your voice as I read it. So thanks very much. I thought of submitting it anyway, just for laughs, that is, until I told my mom about it. She said, well, you can't put any bad words in your rant. Ironically, she's here with me at your show tonight and is also a big fan of yours. Would you politely tell her to go fuck herself? Thank you, Huntington. Thank you, the Paramount. Thanks to everybody out there watching, for everybody who sent in a rant this week. It's deeply appreciated. Please take care of each other. That's the most important thing. Thanks to all of you for listening to my Rantcast. If you have a rant you want to get off your chest, send it in to me at lewisblack.com/live. You can think of it as therapy, or whatever you want to think of it as. Just let it rip. And I want to thank the true stars of our show, the ranters, and the splendid rants they gave us. Louis Black's Rantcast was created and hosted by me. Louis Black. It is produced by James Salkind. Our theme song by Chris Lane. Executive producer, Ben Brewer. Executive producers, Matt Kleinschmidt and Robert Kelly for the Laugh Button Podcast. And most of all, thank you, all of you who ranted so well on this show.